Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Jackson Sims, and today we are going to be starting a little build series, or rather a tiny build series. I've given myself some rules, starting with we are only going to be using the base game and one pack that I currently own per build. This includes any expansion packs, game packs, or stuff packs that I own. Unfortunately, no kits. I do own a few of them, but they tend to be very specific, such as bathroom clutter kit or kitchen clutter kit, and they only average around 13 items per kit. So unfortunately, no kits. I'm up for a challenge, but I think that's a little too much. So basically, this series is going to keep going until I run out of packs to build with. The last rule is that these are going to be starter homes, so we're only going to have a 20,000 simoleon budget. Now, there's no rule on how much simoleons I have to leave you, but I'm going to try and at least leave you guys with your Sims able to pay for food. Now, I am not a Sims builder by any means. I prefer playthroughs, and whenever I do a playthrough, I tend to just pick a pre-made house, especially if I'm playing The Sims 2 or 3. And if I'm being honest, it's not really any different in The Sims 4. I prefer to get right into the gameplay. I enjoy watching other YouTube sim builders, and I figured that it would be nice to be able to build more than just the box. So here's hoping. Honestly, the whole idea of this was to give simmers with limited DLCs more builds to choose from. Now I'm sure there's like half a dozen already on the market, and I'm sure they're 10 times better, but I like to think that I can make at least decent builds, and because they're starter home builds, they might be up someone's alley. I've decided to start this series with cottage living as our first build. I've been collecting a bunch of references for various packs, trying to decide which one I want to build with first, and I think cottage living just speaks to me the most. Plus, it's one of my favorite packs out of The Sims 4. I do a lot of family playthroughs or like mini legacies. I'll get through like 5 generations and then drop it, but I really enjoy the cottagey homey feel that comes with cottage living. It tends to be one of the packs that I use the most. All right, let's jump into it. I'm gonna stick to 1 floor because doing 2 sounds like a fucking nightmare. This might be too small. Maybe we'll extend it out the back. That might be better. Then I want a little bathroom, maybe a bigger bed. That doesn't seem big enough. What if I did this? And then we can do this weird little wall thing. That looks okay. I want like a little thing that comes out. That's not big enough. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, I think that works. That's cute. And then I want pillars. Oh, I didn't put... Well, that's the pillar I want. But I'm going to have to put my filters on, or I'm going to fuck this up royally. Let's do this door. I like this door. And there's a window. There's a window. It's a round one that I really want at the top. But it's not going to be center, which might be okay. This in the center here. And this over here. That might be too high. I might have to drop that. Yeah, that's better. Oh, my shoulder. Let's do some stairs. Okay, that looks pretty normal. Let's get inside. Pew, pew, pew. Right off the bat, I want a window right here. And then we'll probably do another one on this side. And then a little square one in the bathroom. That looks good to me. Into the kitchen. See, everything's not really laid out the way I want it because I want the sink here. We can put the stove here. Whole idea is like this window's open because the stovetop's there. I could move the sink over, move you over, and then you can have at least one normal countertop. This one can glitch. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't glitch to the wall, so that's fine. And we'll add a little garbage can. I guess over by the stove, because where else are we going to put it? And a little sage. Where's the sage green? There it is. We'll just shrink this down. Yeah. Okay. Now, before I forget about doors, we're going to throw them in quick. Just these little cheat ones. It's a little tight over there, but I think it's fine. For the dining room, I'm really glad they changed these icons because they used to drive me up the fucking wall. You know, I'm thinking let's do the yellow. I wanted to do one with patterns, but I think maybe the yellow is the better bet. We'll just kind of scoot it so it's not totally in the way, but it's also something like that. And then for the living room, oh, this is what I'm calling the living room. We'll put this table, this sofa, and there was a chair, which is kind of expensive. Maybe that. We'll do it anyway. Do cream, change that to wood. I like the look of that. That ties in the green. Oh my god, this house is not big enough. Maybe I make it wider. And then at least this way I can put all these in normally. Scoot this and scoot this. And then maybe we do a half counter, quarter count, just like an end one. Then we can move the garbage. That's fine. This can move. Yeah, that's a better layout. Got it. Do we have any browns? That brown matches. We'll do that. And then we should put one of these in because everyone needs to be able to paint so they can make money. Maybe we put this here and a bookcase here because this one matches. Oh god, this is so much. That might not work. That might not work. It's so tight. Oh, TV. It might not work. It's fine. We'll see. Let's see the bathroom. What color? There's a lot of nice color. We can do another green. And we'll add one of these lights in. My grandma had a light like this above her bathroom in her old house. It gives off the same feel. It was very warm light as well. I don't really like the lime. We're gonna stick to like a sage. We'll put this in to pretend to be a laundry basket, and then if you happen to have laundry day, you can just switch them out because we are doing a 1-pack, so we don't. That kind of looks better. That goes up there, and a toilet. We'll just do a generic white one with some, yeah, generic. And then do we have any green? Okay, it's green-ish. It's like a gray green, and it does match. I don't really like it. I think we'll leave it. This does not fit where it needs to be anymore. I think we'll leave it, and we'll put maybe a plant in the bathroom. Liven it up. Should we do a tan floor? Maybe we do tan, and then we'll do white walls. Kind of hate it. I think we're going to go back. That one's a bit better. And then I want to cover up this window. Is this coming to sage green? Like, yeah. Okay. Woo! We'll just leave this light in because it's kind of dark in there. Cool. One down. Bedroom time. So, depending on how many funds we have, we might be able to weasel in a computer. Maybe we do yellow. I know it's kind of been a theme around this house. You know what? Yeah, we'll stick to theme. The theme of this house has been very yellow. And then these green tables should go well. I usually weasel them a bit closer, but I think this is better because I want to put curtains. Ew, not these ones. Not those ones. Green will do. Yeah, we can probably fit a desk. If I did black to match the railings, orange to match the flowers, and this little computer, that could do it. And that doesn't seem so awful. I kind of hate that these don't match, but like I could do it black, but now it seems really dark in here. It does not come in green, you liars. None of these colors are real. Is it glitching? It's totally glitching, right? Because these colors are not part of it. I could do like a lighter color to match the table ends. Yeah, okay, maybe that. And then I think I'm gonna do this dresser because it comes in so many colors. Maybe this color would be best. It's not really close at all. Let's use a green. This green kind of makes sense. And maybe a yellow mirror. Oh, this seems like a fucking catastrophe. There is an orange. I could do orange. It just is a bit much. Good match to that. I think we'll stick with the blue. I'm thinking we do cottage living. We'll do the whiter ones outside. And then for walls, maybe go green. Does green sound fine? That doesn't look terrible. I definitely want... Oh, we might not be able to put in a chicken coop because this house is kind of big. I think we're gonna go with... We're gonna go blue. Boop! Shit, the roof's sticking through. No, don't do that. Can you tell that that's... No, it's fine. Maybe some spandrels? And I'll just have to delete them. Not gonna lie, it kind of bothers me that there's a gap up here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. And it really bothers me. It's probably fine. Can these change color? Or are they always that color? Always that color. That's probably fine. Now I feel like I need to have like... Yeah, something like this. And then... Sure, right? That looks fine to me. Yeah. There we go. That took forever. Give me these. Boom, 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 boom. We'll have like... I might not be able to get the chicken stuff in. Shit. It's fine. We'll put a bench right here. And then I'm thinking maybe we put a potted plant either beside it or maybe over in this corner we could have a couple of them. But a rabbit home, or maybe not even a rabbit home. Maybe the birds. Yeah, maybe the birds are better because then we can do some landscaping and it might look okay. Yeah, they're cute. That's fine. We might be able to squeeze in the chicken. We move the whole house. And then maybe we can squeeze the chicken coop back here. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much we should. Because this looks cute the way it is. And we already have the birds, so maybe not. It seems weird. I really want to put it, but maybe there's stuff that we can put instead. Okay, well, let's put a garbage can at least, because I know we need that. And we need one of these. And then maybe a light for outside. Oh, we didn't put a fire alarm in. Silly me. We can put in a burglar alarm. I'm gonna shrink it down. I wonder if it could still be used. Does that come through the wall? Thank God. And then we can put a sprinkler system on the back. This might be a different pack. I'm just curious. Oh, it's not. Okay. Because we can put like a hose there. Okay. Oh, that's not the same pack. Well, put 2E. Maybe we put in the T. Nothing's gonna fit there anyway. That looks fine. What else can you put in a bedroom? Besides like a bed. Oh, there was a light. There was a light I wanted. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, I wanted this light for above. Really give that homey vibe. And I won't delete the saucer light. I'm just gonna bring it over. That might be it. And do just a wee bit of terrain paint, I think. Aha! Very nice. You just have to double check that those were cottage living because I was about 90% certain that they were horse runs for some reason. It's like, oh, well, fuck me. So glad I wasted time doing that. Okay, I'm gonna put some trim. Like, that's cute and all. It's just a little too big on the back. Okay. And foundations. I kind of like the idea of the deck looking like it's raised. But I wouldn't mind the entire house having this, like, I was going to call it witcher, but I don't think that's what it's actually called. But like my granny's house has it, or had it. It was brown and stapled in. So technically not the foundation. It was just to block it off. And it broke over the years. My dog, Milo, he ruined the rest of it. It's gone. He tears it apart whenever he can find a piece because he's a menace to society. But that's my boy. Okay, we're going to test this quick. Because I'm not convinced you can get around. She can walk around. Can you use this? Can you read something? What about? No? Interesting. Interesting. What if I move everything slightly off center? Gotta be more room there now. You can't get through here anymore, but maybe that's okay. Because maybe, just maybe, we put, where the fuck is it? This light in orange over here. Can you now read? Yes. Okay, don't read. Obviously you can paint. You can do that. You can get just about anywhere now. All right, wonderful. I'm gonna add some traits, I think. 1500 simoleons isn't bad. I'm gonna add great soil, home studio, and natural light just to give you guys a bit of a boost because I'm nice. You can take it off, but I think it's nice to have little boosts. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it doesn't look like it. It might be just because I really wanted to do that chicken coop, but it's not gonna fit. Yeah, no way. Not without looking really weird and being like attached to the house. I think the birds fit naturally. I can stick, oh no, because I put that there. Is there anything else I can do? Like there's a guitar, right? No, go away. Like I could stick a guitar in here. Takes away a little more of your money, but it could be nice to have something else to make money on. I think that's going to be it. I'm not going to touch it anymore because I don't want to ruin it somehow. But I think it's cute for a first build. It's not necessarily like a tiny cottage. I think it classifies as small home because tiny would be like, I don't know, how small do you have to be tiny? Yeah, so this is a tier 3 small home. It lightens your bills and you feel fine all the time apparently. I can try and do smaller. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to. I'm just not that competent of a builder. Maybe with the smaller packs like tiny living I can try. I'll try and at least do a tiny home if not a micro home. But I think for this, having a small home fits the bill. So I'm going to leave it as is. I will be uploading this to the gallery for anyone who might want it. I'm going to probably put the name through a randomizer because I don't know how the name builds. And I feel like the lot name is not exactly the best name. So it will be named something else, but you'll obviously be able to recognize it. If you guys have any build tips or tricks, I would greatly appreciate if you could leave them below so that I can learn how to do these builds faster and better. I hope you all have a great day and I hope to see you next time. Bye.